the account, doesn't he?
I don't think anybody would ID Jesus. The halo alone,
Well, you see, I think that's a misnomer. I don't know if Jesus is going to walk around with the halo going on and the garb and all, and the long hair and the blue eyes.
Don't get me started on the blue eyes thing.
I was about to say, that's a whole nother podcast as well.
Yeah.
If you actually look in the book and get the description, his hair was made of wool. But nobody likes to talk about that. The new 2012 Jesus.
Oh, 2012.
Probably has an
This has been
iPod
since
with
the Renaissance, man. Jesus has looked like.
I believe it was stated that his skin was kissed of bronze. And his hair similar to wool.
Jesus Christ Superstar.
Yeah.
Now, that's another question I meant to ask. And I, at the time when I was still dating my son's mother, she's Catholic. She considers herself the hardcore. And I know people can't see me putting up those signs.
Right.
What
The
they're called.
asterisks.
Okay, that's what they're called. Gotcha. Because there's a hardcore Catholic.
Wait, explain that to me. What is a hardcore Catholic?
A hardcore Catholic is, I guess, someone who goes ham for Catholic.
Yes. For Catholicism, huh?
Yes, she can do no wrong. She's in a state of grace, no matter what. I mean, no matter what drugs she does.
That doesn't matter.
No,
is that considered enlightenment?
She said she's actually talked to the Lord Himself, and He answered in a voice. And then she says, "I'm loving this." And she said that the Lord answered her and said, He's not happy with her doing the drugs, but as long as she does it, there's always a but. But as long as you do it in moderation, He's okay with it.
He's good.
Yeah. It'd be meth, coke, whatever you call it these days.
There you go, boys and girls. As long as you do heroin in moderation.
Oh my God!
Jesus loves you.
How am I ever going to edit this show? We just had like
we went from
rants.
Amari Stoudemire to.
I mean, this is going to be fun. This is probably going to be the most interesting show from a production standpoint. Because I'm going to have to literally...
We're working on an hour on a few minutes.
I mean, but
we need this. Because I'm going to have to cut a lot of stuff.
But getting back to my original question for you, though.
Okay.
What I was asking her before, I said, as we talk about description of Jesus, which is in every Bible that hasn't been, I guess, truly tampered with yet.
Right.
The true description of Jesus, yet why is it that the most popular, I asked her, I said, why is the most popular one is the blonde-haired, blue-eyed one? Her response was, people, I guess, relate to Jesus in different ways.
Okay.
Now, of course, my question to that was, okay, I think it's interesting. I don't think anybody would appreciate it if everybody knows Jesus, and we supposedly know how He looks.
Right.
But yet, if you're, I guess for lack of a better word, worshiping or praising an image of Him that is inaccurate, I just found that kind of strange.
Yeah.
That kind of tells me, all that tells me is this, that, you know what? I will not have a picture on my wall of some dark-skinned, wool-haired, poor-looking man who drank out of a...
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Absolutely.
They want this beautiful...
He's been modified. He's
exactly.
Been it's like Clark Kent versus Superman.
Correct.
You don't want a picture of Clark Kent.
No.
You want a picture of Superman.
Yeah.
I mean, that just seems like it breaks some sort of... I mean, wow, the man just told you how you look. Yeah, how I look. I mean, this is me.
Well, all you had to do was figure out what region of the world he lived in.
It's
people in that region were not blonde and blue-eyed.
It's
absolutely
clear.
not.
So, I mean, it's logical, but again, people, I really feel like people, they learn things right around kindergarten, from kindergarten to about the 5th grade, 6th grade, and whatever they learn there, that is, no pun intended, the Bible.
Yep.
That is how they live the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
They don't modify too much. They don't come out of that box very often. So whatever they told them, okay, black people are bad, then black people are bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, black people will be bad when they're 40 and 50 and 60.
Yep.
They won't move from that. And I saw how my parents had been brought up. My father was born in 1926.
Woo.
And he was born, he lived through the Depression. I lived through my first memories are of the 60s and hippies.
Mm-hmm.
So our worlds were completely different. The world was starting to integrate more when I was coming up. My parents it was separate. Everybody was separate. They lived through Jim Crow in their ways, even though they weren't in the Deep South, but they dealt with the I call it apartheid of America.
Right.
Which, you know, I didn't go through much of that, you know, thankfully, but I did get a little bit of it, but not to the extent that they did. I just got it in a more subtle way,
Right.
where, you know, you'd watch TV and you'd never see a black person like now,
Unless it's a Tyler Perry movie.
or unless it was, or unless you were watching the 6 o'clock news and they were being arrested.
Yep.
That's when you saw black people.
That's when cops got big.
Yeah,
On
exactly.
location.
So I had to adjust my way of thinking and realize, oh, okay, a lot of this is manipulation. A lot of this there's that word again, manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
It's you know, my argument with a lot of black and Spanish people who are Catholic or are Baptist or whatever it is, and my first question to them is, how do you think your grandparents became Baptist or Roman Catholic? Do you think that they did it of their own accord? Or was it because the Europeans came with guns and put it to their heads and said, you're becoming Baptist and or Catholic, or I'm blowing your goddamn head off?
Yeah. Yeah. Do your homework, people. Do your research. We are all historians sitting at this table. We all dig. We're not just gonna take what you give us, because that shit'll probably kill you. TruthBeToldPod.com, man. This is what we do. This is what we're good at. We talk about things relevant. We talk about things. We pulling the lid off of everything, man. We're not afraid of any of y'all, and y'all need to be afraid of us, because we're gonna make some uncomfortable situations for a lot of people in a good way. So I think that's it, fellas. I mean, do y'all got any more? I think we've covered a large amount of information today. I don't want to overwhelm anybody, because there's a lot to digest, a lot to think about, there's a lot to go back and check into.
Exactly.
As Wolf and Lou have always said, get the information for yourself. Do your research.
Yeah, I'm not right. I'm never right, and I'm never wrong. I'm just I have my opinion, and everybody else has their opinion, and you believe whatever you want to, and I believe whatever I want to. Everybody, right. But the most important thing is opening up a dialogue.
Yep.
I'm right until you can prove me wrong. Educate me.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm saying something incorrect, please correct me. I love that.
Yep. And I'm going to sign off. I'm Scott Baker, Truth Be Told Pod. We appreciate you. Look us up. Hit us up. We're here. Thank you guys for the time. We appreciate it. Because without you, we won't be able to buy our Bentleys. So thank you. Thank you very much, fellas. It's up to y'all.
Mr. Wolf?
Oh, certainly. You know, I always have somebody to say goodbye to. The state of Georgia. How do you do? Just to let you know, this is for all. How do you say? Shout out?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not even sure if it's a shout out, but I'll say this anyway. This is for all the fathers out there. State of Georgia, fathers are parents too. Just because we're male does not mean we're unfit to be parents.
I agree.
Thank you. Screw you. Signing off.
Being a New Yorker as I am, I want to sound the death knell for my Knicks. I want to start the funeral procession if I may, and use use the old Brooklyn Dodger adage, wait till next year.
Wait till next year.
Good luck and good night.